Hello, welcome. What you're about to see is not for the faint-hearted. What you're about to see is what I like to call the scary doors. Good luck. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats and I watched the 29th episode of the Twilight Zone. I think 29th. This was a single story and also 25 minutes long instead of the 50 minutes that we have through season 1 and the beginning of season 2. There will be, I think, 5, 6, 7 are 25 minutes, and then 8, 9, 10, 11 will be 50 minutes again, and then season 3 will be all be 25 minutes long. So, lucky me. That means that I can probably do one every day instead of, it's really late and I don't want to do it, So it's a bigger chance that I will do them all. That said, let's just start with the episode, shall we? We see a kind of doll, puppet, I don't know exactly what it is. It's a kind of a toy. And we see other toy, with the arm, so we see that the kid is playing with that toy. And it jumps a bit behind him, and then it jumps to the side, and then he drops it. Then he picks it up again, looks at it, and throws it away. He then rolls on his stomach, and we see that the kid is wearing a mask, half white, half red. I don't know which half is which, but it's just half. The kid slaps the other toy, and then he sits, up front, just straight up. He takes off his mask and he looks angry. Well, like the parents say, he's retarded. The mother yells from the kitchen or something, somewhere else from the house, from Ernst or whatever his name is. Is he alright? He's so quiet. And the dad yells back, yeah, he's just playing. While he's reading the newspaper. And we're gonna leave the dad, because if you want to know what's gonna happen next, watch the episode yourself. This was a very good episode. Because this story really is something that belongs in the Twilight Zone. I can tell you a bit about what it is about. It's about that boy, Toby. And Toby, he can't go outside. He can't watch television, and he can't read books with pictures. Because Toby can manifest those. Like if he sees, a knife in a book, he can do this, bring, and then poof, the knife appears. Only living things won't do that. He saw once a puppy apparently, and at home he said bring, and the puppy was there, only it was dead. So that's why he doesn't go outside and doesn't have really friends or anything like that. He can't watch television, can't read books with pictures, because this shit comes, Overall, it was a very good episode, I really enjoyed it, and I agreed with the father, but he doesn't want his child to go outside, because if the world knows about this, what they will do to him, they will take him away. They will probably experiment on him. They will ask for shit, and he doesn't say no, because he can't say no. He just said yes, and he will bring everything. If he's if the military gets him, they probably will get every weapon. You have, oh, Toby, can you give us this specific gun or this bomb? Yeah, Toby, bring. And then you get, get those things. So yes, it's kind of a miracle, but it's really more of a curse. And there was also kind of a social worker that came by, after Toby went to the hospital for something. Sorry. What was I say? Yeah. So she thought that Toby was locked up in the house, but it was not really that Toby was locked up. It was more like the parents were locked up, because they can't go anywhere. Because if they take Toby somewhere and he's a bring, and that shit doesn't work. So like the ones that they were actually the ones that were locked up in the house. But overall, it was a very good episode, so that's why it gets a high 4, low 5. I've really enjoyed this episode, and I would watch the episode again. Yeah, sure. Well, don't forget to leave a like, recommend a good show down below in the comment section, subscribe to the channel, come to our Discord, and after the Twilight Zone, the whole Twilight Zone, after season 3, we're going to start with Squid Game. Before, we're going to go to Tales from the Crypt, and maybe after Tales from the Crypt, we're maybe going to do Wild Boys. Yes, the show with Chris Pontius and Steve-O. That show is really hard to get, but my sister has it. I can borrow it from her, but I also have some place where I can watch it. So Wild Boys is also coming to the channel, and after that we're probably gonna do Jackass, then Jackass movies, and then going back to schedule, back to the Twilight Zone. So if you want to see those coming to the channel, subscribe to the channel, because Wild Boys and Jackass, the shows, both are going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to see those, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys later for Rubber, the movie Rubber. And no, I don't talk about a rubber Gundam or rubber duck. I mean about a tire called Robert. Well, Robert. Yeah, here's the fucking name. But that one is later coming today, and tomorrow you're gonna get another movie. So if you want to see that one, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys later. Or otherwise tomorrow.